What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. On today's video I'm going to be showing you how to replace the rear wheel bearing on a MK6 Fiesta. So guys, if your wheel bearing on the rear sounds like this, then your wheel bearing is probably definitely overdue a change. Now, for some reason, these MK6 Fiestas do have a tendency of completely chewing these wheel bearings. Now, I'm only really going to show you how to actually go about changing them today. I'm not going to show you how to actually press in and out the bearing because, one, you really need to know what you're doing, and two, you need a hydraulic press, and obviously they're expensive. So the best thing to do, just go to your local garage and ask them, if I take the rear drum off the Fiesta, can you push and pull the bearing in if I buy it for you? Simple way. I mean, most garages, because of the health and safety nation we live in, probably won't do that for you. Just find a nice mechanic. I'm sure they'll, you know, if I remember rightly, they charged me 40 quid, which is nothing really, because if they were going to do the whole job, it'd probably cost you a hell of a lot more. So if you can get the actual drum off with the bearing in it, much better. So I'm just going to show you how you go about getting it off and on, and the rest of it done by a professional. If you know how to do it, then do it yourself, that's fine. But obviously you need a hydraulic press or something you can press in and out the bearing, and they are not cheap. So let's get on with the video. So before I start, the tools I use for this video, my torque impact wrench, 19mm socket for the wheel nuts, 30mm for the hub nut, a big sledge just in case you have to hammer the drum to get it off, a flathead screwdriver if you have to ply the actual drum, and obviously a torque wrench to re-secure it back down. That's just for getting the stuff on. So like I said, it's not for actually doing the actual bearing replacement. Obviously you need a press for that, get someone professional to do it, but for now this is all you need to remove and reinstall the actual brake drum.
First step, jack up the car and secure on an axle stand. Take off the rear wheel and put underneath the car for an extra layer of safety. Then use a flathead screwdriver to remove the hub nut cover. Use a 30mm socket to remove the hub nut. Make sure the handbrake is off and pull on the brake drum. It can be a bit difficult to remove, so place the wheel nuts on the stud to give it more leverage and use a hammer and screwdriver to try and pry it forward. So once off, take it to a garage to have it pressed out, or you can do it yourself if you know what you're doing. The ABS ring needs removing, then the circlip, then the bearing needs pressing out and the new one pressed in. So I've pressed the new one in and secured the clip and ABS ring back to the car. You simply need to push it back onto the hub. If like me you feel some resistance, try cleaning the inside of the ABS sensor and hub and make sure the brakes are fully unbinded. Replace the nut and use the 30mm to tighten it down. Then torque the nuts down and return the car to the ground. The wheel bearing spins nicely and doesn't grumble anymore.
So there we go guys, that's it. Obviously the car drives amazing now, the grumble's gone, it doesn't sound like the wheel's going to fall off anymore. Pretty, actually quite straightforward install. Only problem you might run into is the drum being stuck on the actual hub, but just a bit of pry, whack it with the hammer, all that sort of stuff, and put lots of grease on when you get it back on. As for actually getting the bearing in and out, like I said, just go to a local garage and ask them. I'm sure they'll be more than happy just to press in and out the bearing. You know, maybe charge you a small fee, but it won't be as much as what it would have been if they need to do the whole car themselves. But yeah guys, I hope you found this video informative. If you're going to attempt this on the car, then that's fine. I mean, they go quite a lot on these cars, so I've had to do it 3 times in the 5 years I've owned this car. So they do go quite often for some reason. I think it's to do with the fact the wheels are buckled, but obviously that's another story. But yeah guys, I hope you've enjoyed the video. Leave me a like, drop me a comment if you want me to, got any suggestions for things that you want me to do in the future. And that's everything. So don't forget to like and subscribe, it helps the channel out, and I'll see you in the next video.